Welcome back to the Garage Gym and welcome to episode 3 of our 3-part Rucking Challenge series. So we've made it to the final challenge and this time we're headed deep into the wilderness. So in this episode, we're going to focus on navigating wilderness trails using landmarks and compasses. So that's essential skills for any outdoor adventure. We're going to talk through how you find your way, stay safe, prepare for an epic family adventure. This episode is packed with tips to help you and your family feel confident while hiking or rucking out in the wild. So let's gear up, hit the trail, and conquer the wilderness together. The challenge this time is to take your family somewhere in the wilderness that you've never been before and work on your navigation skills, work on your trail finding skills. If you want to use a paper map, if you want to use a compass, go ahead and do those things. Whatever you want to do to give yourself that extra little bit of challenge. It's all for fun. This is a creek crossing. Just don't all cross at the same place. This used to be a town. See, look at this. Yeah, I think this is it. It's an overcut bank. It's starting to flow. Well, this creek's definitely flooded. This is a big stuff to be moved up all the way up here. There's more stuff here. Stuff's about 100 years old here. Interesting. It's a very cool area. And to think that there was coal miners here about 100 years ago. Very cool. Something that I'm always working on is the survival aspect of the training. So not only are we getting the fitness aspect of rucking, but now we're going to be doing training with a paper map and a compass, finding out where we are and where we should be going without relying on phones or GPSs or anything. I'm going to back check it with my phone and GPS just to make sure we're not going way off course, but we're going to learn from our mistakes today.
Let me get back here. And then this will be a hill, I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
Let's do it. Here is the original coal seam that they were working over 100 years ago.
we should be going west. Or, yeah.
We should be going straight west.
Mm-hmm.
And that would be right behind you.
Yep, I'll be that way.
Our last little session with the compass, we didn't figure out where we were first on the map, and that led us astray for a little bit, so we had to do a little bit of backtrack. But now we're on the correct path. We're going to take another compass bearing here in a little bit, and we should be good to go.
Pretty much straight south for a little bit though. It's about 320 degrees, that looks about right.
One of the lessons that we're learning today is how easy it is to get lost in a winding valley and mountainous area. So that's why we need to keep constantly looking at the paper map with the compass. Be sure to subscribe for more rucking adventures and family fitness tips. This episode of the Family Fitness Rucking Challenge is giving us the opportunity to challenge ourselves and our kids to learn how to read a map and navigate out in the wilderness, which is something that I don't think is taught very often, unless you're in the Boy Scouts or something. But here we are, we're doing it and having a blast.
So now that it's right just afternoon, we can use these shadows from these trees. These shadows are pointed straight north. So if we ever need to know which way is north, that's all we need to do is follow those shadows. Yeah.
We gotta turn pretty much southwest, I guess. Pretty much right south.
But mostly headed west for the rest of the time.
Yep.
And point to where we are and then point to where we're going actually.
Okay. We're right here. So then we're gonna go that way for about 250 paces, and then we're gonna have a little turn.
Okay. All right.
So we're getting a little vertical work. I'm sweating, which is good for fitness. And we're learning wayfinding on the map, which is really great to see. And so far we're on track. I'm cheating with my phone, but I'm not telling the kids where we're at.
This rock or hike has been pretty treacherous. It's a lot of ice, snow mix, deep snow, all sorts of fun stuff, but that's good. It's good for us to train in that. Okay, where are we?
We're right, this sharp turn right here. So.
Okay, cool. On this hike, I'm only using my 20-pound or so day hike bag. So it's not a heavy ruck, but it is definitely up and down in the snow and slush and ice. So it's good training all around. All right, so on this rucking trip, I definitely want to talk about survival and preparedness. So I bring with me on these kind of things bandages, tape, gauze, gloves, all sorts of different things, but you always just need to be prepared for different eventualities. And you can see that just fits in a cargo pant pocket. No big deal. If we needed to make a splint with this kit or anything inside our backpacks, you can definitely make a hasty splint. If someone rolled an ankle or something like that, we could take care of them and get them off the hillside. This is just a little multi-tool. So I can cut, I can do all sorts of things. It's an old Leatherman. So it just gives you the ability to have tools. You always want to have fire, the ability to make fire, and a little extra calories with you just in case. But those are just a few things. And then of course I've got a whole bunch of stuff in the backpack as well. So just a few things that I keep on my person, EDC for just a walk in the woods. All right, so look what we found. What do you think you could use this for if you needed to in a survival situation?
Shelter?
Yeah, you could use that as shelter.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's even dry under there right now. You could just use a few more pieces and you could hunker in there for a night. And if you were to build a fire out in the front here, it would be a perfect heat reflector, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
And you'd keep you nice and warm and toasty with something solid against your back. Absolutely couldn't have asked for a better day. It is so warm. I am sweating, although the trail is completely snowy, muddy, slushy, icy. But man, is it nice. What a nice spring day.
You almost fell. Because you put...
Where did you sink, Kaylin?
There.
Yeah, not bad.
That sounds like water.
She's running.
It has like a warm, or like a deep. Like,
Listen. Cool.
yeah.
It's churning underneath there. So that's probably the last weekend that you can cross this. Yeah, without going in the water, for sure. Another thing that I take on hikes like this in the wilderness, for sure, is the larger knife, just because you never know what you're going to run into. So for this case, I got the Cold Steel SRK. This one is great for batoning because of its rigidity and thickness, and also makes it's got a really good handle on it, so you don't even lose grip when it's wet or when it's cold and icy. This one's a great one for winter. And all around, you always want to make sure you get it dried off so it doesn't rust, but this is an excellent knife out in the wilderness. been a fun walk in the woods, I tell you. What'd you find? I can't wait for the rest of the hiking season where we're gonna go up some real peaks, mountaintops, and just keep on stretching the limits and learn every time we're out something more and different, and working on survival fitness, because really survival is a mindset and you've got to practice it, having fun and adventuring, using all the tools, learning together, passing these skills on to the next generation. Then you just start having fun with it and it becomes something that's part of everyday life. The path has been all different, but these boots have done very well. From there's mud and ice on this path to deep snow, and they just keep on going. As you can see, it is always different. My feet are dry. So what have we learned on the 3-part family fitness rucking challenge? What have you guys learned? Yeah, that's a good one.
Map and compass navigation.
Yeah. Anything else we've learned? Did we learn anything in the city? Yeah. Watch where you're going? Yeah. What did we learn out here? How to cross ice? Yeah, distribute your body weight correctly going across ice. That's right. I see vehicles. Nothing like a little drink at the end of the trail before we head back home. A little coffee from the thermos at the end of the trail, hits the spot. Everybody's feeling good. We'll see you next time.